Hello, fellow Gwent players, and welcome to something a little different from the usual content. It's a little series I like to call Gwent Rivals. In this series, I will look at two cards that are pretty similar to each other, also around the same provision costs, but one of them seems to be a lot better than the other, or maybe not. Maybe we are underestimating the other card. For the first episode, the two rivals that I will be comparing to are going to be Milva versus Schuttenbach. Now let's talk about Milva first, as she has been in the game for longer than Schuttenbach. Milva human immunity boosts self by 1 whenever you play a Scoia'tael unit. She starts off with 3 power, and back in the day she used to be a very powerful card. Now she's actually a pretty decent card. In a round where you play Scoia'tael only units, if that round is 10 cards, you can get pretty much 13 points out of this card, which the opponent can target unless he has Scourge or Igni. Now if we look at Percival Schuttenbach, who is a gnome, who has Harmony 2, it looks a bit more powerful on first glance, because Harmony 2 simply is just a lot, because there's a lot of ways to trigger Harmony in Scoia'tael. But this card can be targeted or be killed, but because of its 3 armor and 4 power, it'll be very difficult to actually accomplish that. Now the thing that this card is most vulnerable to is going to be poison, which means you're going to have to play 1 or 2 purifies in your deck to keep this card alive. But against something like Nilfgaard, which runs an abundance of poison cards, that's going to be a bit more difficult than with Milva, who the opponent just simply cannot target. Now to see who is actually the better card out of the two, I will be playing 2 games with Milva, 2 games with Schuttenbach, and then 2 games with both of them combined. And in the end, I will set my verdict as to who I find to be the stronger card. Now, if you have any suggestions for similar cards like this, where there's one card that does one thing and the other card that does a very similar thing, but in a different fashion, please do write it down in the comments. I would like some suggestions from the same factions, or even faction cards and neutral cards, which is going to be a bit more easy to do, as there are a lot of examples of this phenomenon when it comes to that. So yeah, this is going to be the first episode of the faction rivals, so let's just get right into this. Alright, our first opponent is going to be Mystic Echo as well. So this is actually a good place to compare the Schuttenbach with Milva, because for the first game we are going to be playing with Milva and not for Schuttenbach. So yeah, let's see how we can do here. We lose coin flip. That's a bit of a pain in the butt. Oh god, this hand is too good, isn't it? Sounds too good. Whatever. But I don't want to mulligan this, as it's my only real practice play. This is good against Smuggler. I think I'm actually just going to keep this hand. Hopefully he plays like a Smuggler here. If he plays Water, we're just going to answer with Water. Okay, now he's playing that. Wait, what? He played it in the wrong row. So I think I start with... I just play Ida here for a bit of tempo. I could have also played Hawk, but I don't want to Hawk for like 4. And then Harmony, but that's kind of weak. Okay, so that's that. He's gonna poison it. Pretty strong poison. Yeah. How do I win this round? Actually, I don't know. I guess he's gonna poison this, and I'm just gonna pass. Okay, machine. I think I'm just gonna pass now. No real reason to push here. Needs to have the poison to actually win here. Okay, he has the poison to actually win here. So we keep our poison, but for his Schuttenbach, which he might play, but we play Milva, so we're not really worried about this in later rounds. Do we keep 3 poisons? I think we actually do, as he will probably keep his purifies. I don't need that. Do I need this? I might need this for like defender, but I don't really have any elves on my side. I'm actually gonna mulligan this. Okay, see what he does here. Fav, is he gonna just smork here? Okay. Sure. Alright, I'll answer with my own Water, otherwise I won't be able to keep up here. There's this Schuttenbach, which we poison. As you do. Defender. We have no actual way of dealing with this, do we? I'd have to use my oak to kill that. So I think for the moment I'm just gonna play my Marauder and trigger Harmony as much as I can. There's Hawker. Okay. Now I could go for Etriel, but he's gonna. Oh my god, he's just gonna oak it, right? So we have 6 units. I could just Barnabas here. Actually, don't mind that too much. Keeps me ahead. Now I can oak his defender. Okay. Do I want to oak his defender? I mean, not right now at least. I think I just play for Murilega. Yeah. And hit the Fav, I guess. Now he's gonna oak, and I'm gonna oak back on his defender, and then poison the Schuttenbach. If not, I'm gonna just yeah, that's the oak. And we just oak back onto his defender. That actually doesn't do it. Wow. He's gonna pass here. There's no way he's not passing here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's fine. Not too much to worry about here. He kind of got away with it. And yeah. I mean, if we find Milva in the short round here, it's actually not too great. Like, or we might not even play for Milva this round. Not having found it in... I don't know. I don't know. Could have been interesting. So, our Fav is bricked, so I have to mulligan the call. We found Milva. Don't need the Sappers necessarily. No, we don't need Sappers. Okay. So, Mystic Echo for Waters. And then just Milva. No, don't need to roll stack here. Okay. We're just gonna play for Defender now, because that is our highest provision card. Plays for the same as Etriel as well. Okay, so he's gonna move that, which means we can play the Hawker Smuggler here. What? Oh yeah, because he had so much carryover. I forgot about that. That's crazy. That is actually insane. Okay, so he's gonna win that with his Murilega. What? 11? Oh yeah, because he had 2 Hawker Smugglers in that round. That's insane. And they always hit that. That's kind of stupid though. Yeah, well, we lose this game. We should be losing this every day here. Yeah. He needs 1 point for God's sakes. Jesus, 11-point Etriel. Are you actually kidding me? I mean, Milva played for good points though, so that's pretty good. Yeah, but we lose by like a crazy amount here. 11-point Etriel is not so. Alright, we're playing against Fruits of Isgith, which we need to kind of win this round, so I think I'm actually just going to play for Water this round as well. Poison's okay. 3 poisons, nah. Not sure if we need 3 poisons here though. Okay, this is not too great. Okay, that's okay though. And we got the important golds. So he's playing for Larvas, and we're just gonna play for Water Broccolon here, as I don't think he can actually deal with this in a proper manner, unless he has Igni or so. But I will have to push for this round, otherwise I'm just gonna get bled and lose. Okay, they're just gonna play this out here. We should be able to keep up with him with the 2 points per turn that he's also getting. Okay, now he's getting 3 points per turn, but we're also getting 3 points per turn. I'm not gonna poison anything just yet. I think I'm just gonna play for the other Marauder, because it does keep me ahead. There's Mata.
With me, you'll forget your sorrows.
Oof. Big oof. We could play for Oak onto the Necker. It's actually not too bad. It might be a bit overcommittal, but I have to win this round, because I have the better long round. These Endrega Larvas are a bit too scary. But I think I'll wait for Oak. I can get a better Oak if I play Chariot first, because he's just going to keep pushing. I need him to play like a big card. We're on max Oak value. Okay. Do I want to poison that? I might want to poison the Wyvern. I think I'm going to Oak this, actually. Yeah, I'm going to Oak this. That should put me up by quite a few points here. Actually, no, it just puts me up by 2, but it still puts me up. Because now he's going to play a big card, like Wyvern or so. Cairnthir. Okay, there's his living armor. And poison actually doesn't do it here to keep me ahead. In 1 turn at least. Karatha Heatwave. Interesting.
Your next move shall be your last.
Another living armor. Well, as long as we have Barnabas, we have reach, pretty much.
1 arrow. That is all I need.
I wonder what his last card is. I think his last card is going to be Aussie, which I don't think he wants to spend here. Oh no, he just has another one of these. Okay, so how much is Barney? Barney gets 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16. Oh no, that puts me on 69. I mean, that's nice and all, but it's not good enough. Yeah, that's a real shame. He's not gonna pass, we know that much. So I have to mulligan this. I'm not sure about Hawker Smuggler. Might be a bit too slow here. Okay, Ida's okay actually. Okay, he's gonna bleed here. That's understandable. I think I am just going to play... Do I play for card up? No, card up doesn't actually do much against monsters. I think I just play for Etriel here. Or do I? Oh, this is kind of... Yeah, I'll play for Hawk first. I mean, if we're gonna play for Etriel, might as well. So, play Etriel. And deal damage to, I guess, the worker. Because we can kill it next turn with Murilega. And now he's gonna ghoul. Okay. Wait, can we do this with these 2 cards? I'd have to play Ida first. Ida plays for 6, putting me on 15. Murilega plays for 6 plus 7, 13 plus 4, 17. Yeah, that's enough. Okay. So we should win this now with leader ability. Maybe we can draw Milva just for the BMs. Maybe Milva might not be too good, honestly. Okay, is Fav bricked? Fav is very much bricked, so... Oh, this hand's bad. Like, really bad. Huh. So leader has to carry us here, pretty much? We have 2 humans. Oh no, this is so bad. God damn, this is really bad. So we play for Milva here. We could still... We're very much still in contention to lose this. Because he still has the ghouls and stuff. He's got a lot of power plays. It could actually get really close here because we didn't draw Barnabas. There's Goliath. Yeah, we actually are gonna lose this, aren't we? I don't know. Purify you. Yeah, we're losing. Wow, we actually lost. That's insane. Because now he has Osril and we lose. Wow. So we lose because of Milva actually there. Anything else would have been way more points. Alright, so let's replace Milva with Schuttenbach and see if the results differ in any way. Alright, we're playing against Strategic Withdrawal. Very poison heavy, and that's exactly when we start playing Schuttenbach. That's just fantastic. So I think we're just gonna play for Schuttenbach in round 1, pretty much, yeah. Jesus, okay. This hand's weird, but it's not terrible. I guess we have a Purify here. That's good. We can also play for Defender this. Actually, no, Defender is very strong against this. Actually, no, it's not because he has... This hand's actually kind of ideal for our situation. So, I'm gonna just do this. Play for the immediate trigger of the Harmony. There's the first poison. Now, do I play Defender or do I play the Purify here? I think I'm gonna play the Purify first. And if he poisons again, we play for Defender, I think. Oh, we're playing against Weissenberg. That's interesting. So we're gonna do this. Put it here. Okay, there's his Joust. I was gonna play this when he played his Raw Tosser. Wow, in like 4 turns, this already got more value than our Milva ever got. Yeah, he has the Raw Tosser here. Do I pass? I don't want to pass. I don't want to give him the long round. I need to play for the short round. I think I just play Figus. Okay. Now I could play for Fav into Call into Purify, but I don't really want to do that. I could play for Etriel though, but I think I'd rather play Murlega and deal 7 damage to his engine. So he's got a lot of 1-point cards here. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. But it doesn't trigger the Harmony, obviously, because the cow is also a beast. I think he has to pass here. Oh, Diplomacy?
Your attention, please.
Sage, okay. Interesting. I mean, he needs, what, 5 points to actually keep up here, so we actually just do this. And this should be okay. This should win us the round. 15 points up. Decree into what? Another Raw Tosser. He really wants that Raw Tosser value. I think I'll just play my Fav here. For Call. But into what? Into what? I'm guessing into Chariot, as it is. Like, our card quality is lacking severely now. So I think I'm just going to play for Dwarven Chariot here. And this should now officially put us to a good spot where we can pass properly now. Because he should be running out of Raw Tossers now. He's played pretty much every single Raw Tosser that he could. He could maybe Runestone one, or try and Runestone one. But his Glynis got some crazy value. Pretty much the same value that my Schuttenbach got, but 14-point Schuttenbach. I mean, compare that to our Milva. That it's just not on the same level, to be perfectly honest. Oh my god, we draw Beck Barnabas as well. Is this our best hand? This might actually be our best hand. Maybe like Purify could be decent, but we only have one of those. Do I want to keep this? I mean, I might actually just keep this. We don't have, I mean, we have one more gold card left in our deck. And I feel like I need to push this simply because he has his artifact still. Yeah.
A superb specimen, truly.
Yeah, I'm going to push this hard. I'm going to 2-0. I'm going to full on Smork here. I feel like this is the best way to go.
I don't recall.
There's one poison. That's not too bad. As we still have plenty of cards to play out here. He might use his Vincent on that. He's gonna use, I think he's gonna use Vincent on that. Okay. Alright, he's playing ball. Okay, nice. Okay, wow, he's got double poison as well now. That's impressive. More poison. Okay. This puts us still ahead by 1 point, but I'm still going to keep going here. I'm not going to stop till this game's over with the Smork. Here's the other poison. And this is my last play as Oak. Hopefully he can do this within one. He shouldn't be able to. I mean, he needs 13 points. Okay, he's got Oak now on top. And he needs... He's got Menno. Well, he has Oak now, and we have absolutely nothing, actually. Yeah, so he's done well. I mean, I might have had to dry pass. Huh, it's very close, though, by 1 point. I mean, he probably had other options on Menno, but I don't think we're gonna win this now. Ay. Shillard, okay. So his last card, Oak. He's gonna win him the game. Yeah. Okay, we lose a point on Marauder, but I don't think it actually makes a difference. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so I mean, in the end, his card quality was better than ours. And we maybe should have just passed round 2, because we had a pretty decent hand. But I wanted to force out his artifact, and we did do that in the end, but his Yennefer was pretty powerful. Alright, we're playing Mystic Echo yet again. It's either Mystic Echo or Nilfgaard at this sort of stage. It could be a dwarf deck though. If his name is literally the Grumpy Dwarf, then that actually might be a thing. But we never know. We're gonna keep a Purify still. Jesus, this hand though. Okay. So yeah, he's actually poison. Sorry, he's actually like Harmony, not dwarfs. What do I play for here? I guess I just play for nothing, honestly. My hand is not good enough. Okay, that's a weird play.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
He's actually passed? Okay. So he commits Barnabas and we can get away by playing literally only 4 provision cards. 1 5p though. We've played 1 5 provision card. I don't mind that too much. So we can play for Defender on our call, or we can play for Schuttenbach. I do want to push him here though. I want to see if he has water or not. If he doesn't have water, or if he has water, then it's gonna be a bit scary. Okay, he has water.
This is me now.
I think we poison one of them.
One arrow. That's all I need.
Alright, so there's Defender. We managed to get that out of him. Do I want to... how do I deal with Defender? Or do I just play Schuttenbach here? I can't pass, obviously.
Leave while you still stand.
So he's purified. Okay, no, he's not purified with this Figus, but he's purified his poisoned. Why didn't he just do that? Why did he play Defender? I guess to stay ahead here. That makes sense. He's gonna lock something. It's not gonna trigger Harmony. I think I'm gonna play this though. Still, stay ahead of him. Get them points. Maybe force out Oak. Oak would be dope. Okay. We get Etriel out of him. He's playing around Barnabas. That's pretty clever. So I think I'm just gonna pass here. This is fine. This was a nice push, and we also get more Lega out of him. Yeah, that's good. I'm fine. I'm happy with that. Could have played Oak to kill the Etriel, but I feel like this is a fine hand for the next round, especially if we have Defender and Schuttenbach. Okay, that's good, but is it fantastic? No. Okay, we got a very good hand here. We're missing Etriel, but that's perfectly fine, honestly. Our hand quality is very good here. We don't have a single bronze here, so that's obviously very good. I'm actually gonna play back row. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play back row because of Ida. I want to get Ida value. I'm not gonna purify with Ida because I don't see him being able to kill this Defender in time. Call of the Forest. Okay, so he's playing for carryover. I mean, that's a good engine, but we're getting 2 points per turn with our Schuttenbach. I'm gonna stack back row though, because I didn't find my Hawker Smuggler. I mean, I mulliganed him. Okay, there's the poison. So that brings out the Figus, as usual. Okay, so he's playing for shield here, so he's not planning on killing this Figus anytime soon. He doesn't have an elf on his side, but I'm still not gonna give this the vitality, as it is very vulnerable to purify. Okay, there's Chariot. Now, do I want to play Oak here to kill his Hawker Smuggler? I think that's a bit redundant at this point. I think we just play Oak for the value. Okay, so he actually didn't have an elf, which is why we could have actually given this the boost. So, I mean, yeah, we're just gonna do this. Actually, no, we should Oak here all the time, right? As it makes no difference, because we need to lower his Oak value from ours. Okay. And there is our Lega to win us the game by 10 points, because we have the 12-point Schuttenbach, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Milva would have been able to accomplish that value. Alright, so I know I said at the start that I'm also gonna be playing with both of these in the same deck, but that kind of renders the entire point of this video useless, as you do want to compare both of these cards within the same deck, but not next to each other, as they will obviously collide against each other. And yeah, so that's why I'm not gonna be playing both of these cards in the same deck now. So we're just gonna keep it at these 4 games that I've just played, and I feel like that should be enough to sort of create a verdict for these 2 cards. So the clear winner in this contest is Percival Schuttenbach, simply because those 2 points of harmony, even in a short round, can get you a lot of places. If you just trigger this twice, it's already 8 points for 7 provisions. That's pretty decent. It could get poisoned, but that's what you have Defender for. That's what you have Purify for. Now, when you look at Milva, you're gonna need 4 entire turns to get value for this card. Now, the human tack can be useful, but if you draw this and Hawker Smuggler, you're not going to be in a good spot, as both Hawker Smuggler and Milva create a point per turn, but Hawker Smuggler can be targeted, but Milva cannot, and this has pretty much become a worse version of Hawker Smuggler, simply. It's lower power, it's lower tempo, it doesn't give you carryover. Hawker Smuggler is way more powerful, as you're not going to be having the boost on the board, but rather in your hand, which is incredibly powerful if you're bleeding someone in round 2, as was seen in the first game. So it's kind of sad that this card kind of had a bit of a downfall. I say this card is very underpowered right now. It's way too slow. Now, its immunity is kind of pointless because Defenders exist and Purify exists for the poison for the Schuttenbach. So how would I fix this card is basically make it like Alpha Werewolf, where you make it a 6 provision 4 power card. Now, that might be a bit ridiculous, but honestly, it's the only way this card could possibly see play in the current meta, because right now no one's going to be playing this card simply because Schuttenbach exists, and Schuttenbach is way better. He's also not a legendary for 800 scraps. He's a epic for 200 scraps. So don't craft Milva, craft Schuttenbach instead. That's as simple as it's going to get. This used to be pretty good when Schuttenbach didn't exist, obviously, and the whole ordeal of Harmony was a bit on the downside of things, and it wasn't as powerful as it is now. So yeah, this card used to be good, now it's kind of bad. It might need a buff to see play, but the problem obviously with the card is the immunity. The fact that the opponent can't really interact with this card makes it very hard to sort of balance. But I think with the power creep, you can definitely nerf this by maybe 1 provision or 2 points, or I don't know, just something that doesn't make it completely useless. Because right now it's very useless. It's way too slow on the setup. It doesn't get you enough points to keep you ahead compared to the explosiveness that is Schuttenbach and all the other 2 points per turn cards that we have in the game right now. So yeah, now you could say that Milva and Schuttenbach is like comparing apples to oranges, but realistically it's not, because they sort of do the same thing, because Harmony pretty much is the one way to play Scoia'tael right now. And yeah, that's really all I have to say to this. So that's my verdict. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And also write down in the comments which cards you want me to compare to each other in future episodes of this. There's not a lot, but there are some that I've already seen in certain factions that do the same thing but have different powers, and it's interesting to work around that. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video though, please leave a like, subscribe for more Gwent content, and I'll see you soon.